this steering wheel is right in the middle of my face as I'm trying to talk to you guys. So we have a very busy day. I just jumped over to Whole Foods really quickly because I need to grab a few things, and then I need to rush home, unload the groceries, hop back in the car because I have a physical today. And I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I have not had a physical. Oh my gosh, you guys, like, as the nutritionist, me saying this to you right now is so cringe, but I have not had a physical in 3 years, 2.5 years, coming up on 3. Because I can pull my own blood work and because I can review my own labs, I'm like, yeah, I'll just order my labs. I'll just get some blood work done. I'll just take a peek at it. But I have not seen our naturopathic doctor for me. I take the kids every single year. I have not seen our naturopathic doctor for myself. It's got to be 3 years. It's probably 3 years in January. So this is embarrassing and not okay. And we are on the glow up to 40. And do you know what? Moms need to be healthy too. We need to focus on our health, and I need to consult with somebody other than myself. Like, obviously I can review my own data. Obviously I can pick up anecdotally on what's going on. I can see responsively how my body is feeling. There's so much that I do for myself, but I need a healthcare professional on my team and in my corner, and that's what our naturopathic doctor is. She is on my team. I love her. I adore her. We've been seeing her for a decade, and so it is unexcusable that it's been this long. So today, the whole theme is that, you know, on this globe to 40, us moms need to be healthy too. And if you're not familiar, I do have my course, Moms Need to Be Healthy Too. More on that later, hence why you're seeing this video today on Cyber Monday. Because I do my biggest discount of the entire year today. So I will talk to you more about that later. But in the meantime, let's run in really quickly. Let's get some stuff. I'm actually shopping right now for Thanksgiving because it's actually the Friday before Thanksgiving when I'm recording this video. So I need to run into Whole Foods. I need to get some groceries, get a few things for Thanksgiving before we head out of town. And then run back, drop it off, and head over to my doctor's appointment. So we have a very busy day. It's a wellness day for all of us that need to be healthy, that need to focus on ourselves and focus on our health. This video is for you. Is it part of my Globe to 40 series? You betcha. You guys have been loving the series, and I have been loving filming these videos for you. It's so motivating for myself, and honestly, it makes me proud of the progress. Like, looking back and like seeing the first video I filmed and then seeing the progress I'm making, I'm like, Jessica, these small but mighty steps are really compounding and adding up, and for that I'm so proud of you. So let's head into Whole Foods and get some good stuff. It was beautiful and sunny this morning when I left the house. That is most definitely not the case anymore. If all of this were to accumulate, we would actually have quite a bit of snow. But I ran out the door this morning because I had to be so many different places so early. So I am home from the doctor. I'm going to do a quick clean of the kitchen, jump on here and talk with you guys about needing to make appointments for yourself. I mean, you all know that, we all know that. I'm speaking to myself right now. The reason why I actually originally scheduled the appointment, there was kind of a health scare situation that happened with myself. So yeah, as mothers, we all need to consider ourselves in the health plan, which is really important. And again, I'm speaking to myself right now. So I got home from the doctor's appointment. All is good. All was great. I'm so glad I made the appointment. I do need to go back for a blood draw. I had fasted, but I do need to go in because our naturopathic doctor just moved offices and they don't have their lab set up in there. So I need to set up a separate appointment for a blood draw to go through all of the results. So this was mainly just like the initial physical, which was really important to have done. So let's do a quick clean of the kitchen and then we will sit down and chat. tea. I've taken my supplements, which I will of course have linked for you in the description box down below, as well as the progesterone cream that I just put on my inner arms. I will also have that linked for you in the description box down below. So time to have a little bit of a chit chat. So it is what, end of November, the last week of November. When you're seeing this, it's like 9 days left in November when I'm filming this video. So in early October, there was kind of a health situation that happened with me. We were just here at the house and I went to hand Kaya a glass of apple cider. And as I reached to hand it to him, I was like, ow, that really hurt. And it felt like I pinched something. So I immediately went like this and I felt 2 lumps in my armpit. And so of course, immediately like my whole body went numb and my ears were ringing and I needed a second to go sit down, and I made an immediate call to my doctor and I had that appointment today. Not to worry, there was an appointment immediately scheduled after, which we'll get to that here in a second. I didn't have to wait 2 months to see her. So I called immediately and I was like, so there's a situation, there are 2 lumps under my armpit, I need to book an appointment. And so in that time, I like gave myself a few hours where I was like in a state of distress. I didn't really tell anybody. I of course told Kaya, but I didn't tell my best friends or my mom. I just kind of gathered myself. And then once I finally got it out and expressed it to people, I was like, okay, I know what to do right now. I know how to handle this. I also know that these 2 lumps are painful. They are moving around, all of which are a good sign. But immediately my body like went into shutdown mode because I typically don't deal with swollen lymph nodes. I have mentioned over the years that I have a sluggish lymphatic system. It's just something I'm prone to. And unfortunately, and I have mentioned this quite a bit, unfortunately, Ronan is also prone to a sluggish lymphatic system. So I had everything here in the house that I needed. I immediately started taking the Mary Ruth lymphatic drops. I was doing my dry brushing, my gua sha, my steam showers, my rebounding. I attacked it head on. Once I was able to think clearly, I was using a few different lymphatic creams. I will have this one linked for you in the description box down below, as well as the dry brush I used and the Mary Ruth lymphatic supplements that I was taking. And sure enough, in a matter of 4 days, I was able to unclog the area to move the fluid out, and the lymph nodes were completely back to normal in 4 days. There's no swelling, there's no tenderness. Everything is as it should be. But in that time, so I had an appointment to see the nurse practitioner to kind of talk through everything with her, which I went to that appointment, but I was waiting for this formal doctor's appointment. In that time, I realized like, because I'm generally the caretaker, and I've talked about this a lot in my Glow Up to 40 video series, as somebody who's a caretaker, as a woman, as a mother, and of course, what I do for a living. Sometimes I find it really hard to stop and make the appointments for myself. That was a huge, huge wake-up call to me when I handed that to Kaya and then I felt the pain and I felt the lymph nodes. I thought I was going to hit the floor. Like, I thought I was going to pass out. My whole body went numb and my ears started ringing. And it was because there was like an underlying level of guilt knowing that I hadn't had a physical and I hadn't had blood work done in far too long. So that was an eye-opening experience. I do such a great job, but when it comes to booking doctor's appointments for myself, dentist appointments for myself, I push these things off. And honestly, that is not okay, and that is not acceptable. And so today, having that doctor's appointment this morning, I was like, I'm really busy, I've got 1,000,001 things. And so booking these appointments is really important. And the crazy thing is that I was, with our doctor and talking with her, and she's like saying to me how obviously even for herself, like she's a mother to 3 children and how she puts herself last as well. And so even if we're not a naturopathic doctor or a functional nutritionist, even if we're not any of those things, as a woman, as a mom, far too often we put ourselves last. And so it's very timely that I'm filming this video today, because when you are seeing this video, it is Cyber Monday, and all of you know that I do a massive sale every single year on Cyber Monday on my group course, Moms Need to Be Healthy Too. And I created this course 4 years ago, sheerly for myself, because I put together like an outline of things I needed to do when Sawyer was just like 16 months old. She's 5.5 now. But I put together an outline for myself to get myself back on track. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm putting myself last. Kind of a little bit like not booking the doctor's appointments every single year for our annual physical. So I created the course kind of for myself, and then I started sharing about it on Instagram, and it has been truly one of the most life-altering things that I've ever done for me professionally, for me personally, because of the impact I've been able to make and the lives that I've been able to reach, to touch, and to change has been a monumental and incredible part of my entire business and my practice. So I'm so excited, because this is definitely an eye-opening experience for me to make sure that I book myself the appointments, something I talk about with you all of the time. But eating healthy, living the lifestyle doesn't mean that we're bulletproof. And I share that so often, that just because we do all of the right things doesn't mean that we can't get sick or that we don't need to make these doctor's appointments, because we absolutely do. So this was a very timely moment for me to have that appointment today while I was filming this video for all of you. So for today on Cyber Monday, I'm so excited because I am offering the biggest discount of the year on Moms Need to Be Healthy Too, where it will be on sale for $125 off. I also have a notification in my phone of a very special delivery that we need to go pick up here in a second, of a special gift that I have for everybody who joins on Cyber Monday. It is the Moms Need to Be Healthy Too guided journal, and I cannot wait to go over and get my hands on this and open it with all of you today. It is the prototype. I have 3 different prototypes coming. One of them has arrived. So we're gonna head over to the P.O. box, pick that up and open it and unbox that together. Over the years in Moms Need to Be Healthy Too, we have seen tremendous success. Women who have had 3 to 4 failed IVF treatments get pregnant in the first 8-week session. We have also seen tremendous releasing of weight. Women who have been on antidepressants for a decade plus be able to taper and come off of those medications in 8 weeks. We have also had autoimmune conditions go into remission. I have seen women taper their thyroid medication and then eventually come off of it in 2 sessions, thyroid medication that they had been on for 5+ years. So the success stories from Moms Need to Be Healthy Too are unlike anything that I've ever seen before. And the best part about this is that it is a group program. I teach it live, so it is not pre-recorded. I teach it live 3 times per year, and it is an 8-week course. So we do one in January, then we come back for the spring, summer, and we start another course in May, and then we do our fall course in September. And this community of women is just incredible. And the beautiful part about it is that I have so many of the veteran ladies in the course who've been in it for 1, 2, 3, even 4 years. I have a few of the girls that have been with me for all 4 years. It's a really incredible group because we have these ladies that have been here for whether it's 1 week or if it's been 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and they can share their best practices with each other and things that they have gotten out of the course and what has worked best for them. So that's what truly makes this course one of a kind. And even though the name is Moms Need to Be Healthy Too, it is not for postpartum mothers. It is not for women who are trying to get pregnant. It is for all women and all moms at any point during your journey. Yes, if you are trying to conceive, we absolutely do a lot of that. If you are on a postpartum recovery journey, we do a lot of that. If you are 5 to 10 years postpartum and you're in a similar situation to me where you're trying to get your hormones and your health back on track now that we are done having children, there's a lot of that. I also have a few women who are empty nesters. Their kids have gone off to college and now they're in perimenopause or in menopause, and we're working through those hormonal changes. So if you are a woman and you have hormones, then this course is for you. So with $125 savings and a very special gift that we're going to unbox here in a little bit, I would love to have you in the community and to be able to support you on this journey. And then that is not all, because I do have the Living Well membership area, which has thousands of my recipes and over 60 weeks of meal plans inside of the membership area. It is normally $144 a year, which brings it to like $12 a month, which is still an exceptional, unbelievable value to have access to all of these recipes and meal plans and supplement protocols. But for Cyber Monday, I am offering the Living Well membership for $110 a year, bringing it to just over $9 a month. That's essentially 2 Starbucks a month. You can join the Living Well membership area. So inside the membership area, each and every month, we have a specific focus. So for the month of November, we've been focusing on going from stressed to serene. And each week, the recipes and the meal plan have been curated and formulated strategically to help our body go from a sympathetic to a parasympathetic state in order to be relaxed and calm and to support our nervous system. All of the action plans and all of the supplement recommendations have coincided with the monthly focus. Then even looking back at a few of the past months that have been very popular, September was cycle syncing. So if you've ever been interested in cycle syncing, how to eat for each phase of your menstruation cycle, I have 4 weekly meal plans in there for each and every one of your phases, as well as action steps and different supportive tools and supplements to help you feel your absolute best. Then for the month of December, we are focusing on being healthy for the holidays. So all 4 weeks we'll have beautiful, delicious holiday seasonal flavors, but in a healthy and attainable way, as well as all of my best practices, my supplements, my little hacks, like my progesterone oil, my different teas that I drink, the different supplements that I take, and the things that I do before going to holiday gatherings. Maybe it's eating raw fiber, hydrating, electrolytes, you name it. All of my very best tips and tricks will be in there for you. It is a 4-week plan, and I will be in there holding your hand every step of the way. And the best part about Living Well is that it also is an interactive community. So every single month we host a monthly live event where we all get on a call together. We talk to each other in the chat. We talk to each other on the call. We can ask questions. And that is a really beautiful place for you. If you've ever had questions about something, you can come to me live and we can troubleshoot that together to ensure that you're getting the most out of your health and wellness journey. And then, of course, like I mentioned, there are thousands of recipes in there, and I add in new ones each and every week. So I truly love this day so much because it's my chance to show my gratitude to you through these really substantial discounts and make it affordable and attainable to everybody to get the help, guidance, and assistance they need. I would love and I would be humbled to be that practitioner for you, to be on your healthcare team, to help guide you on this journey. There's nothing, honestly, there's nothing in this world that brings me greater joy. You guys are the first things I think about in the morning when I wake up, and the last things that I think about before I go to bed. I want to do everything in my power to help you feel your absolute best. So even if you do have a scary moment like I did, you know that you are supported, you know that you have the right tools, the right foods, the right supplements, and the right team to help support you on this journey so that we can collectively together feel our absolute best. In this community, this little corner of the internet is so unbelievable. So proud of each and every one of you, and I would love to support you even more so, and whether that be in Moms Need to Be Healthy Too or in Living Well. So I will have all of the discount codes for you, as well as links in the description box down below, as well as the first pinned comment, and I hope that you are as excited as I am. And on that note, we need to hop in the car, head to the P.O. box, and pick up a very exciting package. It is absolutely pouring outside now, and the kids' bus is going to be here in about 10 minutes, but we had to run to the P.O. box. I also needed to grab something at FedEx, and thank goodness I did. I needed them to print something for me for Thanksgiving. So it was a good errand, but now we are officially home with the first prototype of the Moms Need to Be Healthy Too guided journal. For all of the girls that have been part of the course over the last few years, each week when we jump on our call, we spend quite a bit of time with our journal notes because we utilize our journal notes to do our midpoint assessment and our assessment at the end of the course to kind of track the progress that we have made. And I will put here on the screen because we actually just finished 2 weeks ago with our fall session. I will put here on the screen the data from when the girls entered in September, their midpoint assessment, and then the end of the course assessment. The gains that we saw were the best that we've ever had. In each and every year, this is the case. And it's because I really work hard to refine the course to give the best support that's possible. And with the best support that's possible, I knew I wanted to turn our journal prompts into an actual physical journal. And of course, with me, I couldn't have just left it at that. I needed to take it up to an entirely new level. And I essentially brought it into a little bit of like an ebook mixed with a guided journal. So there are blank pages, and this is not, I don't know if I said this, this is actually not the right size. This is the first prototype, but the actual size is going to be smaller than this. It's going to be an A5 is the actual size. I'm somebody, when I'm writing, I like to be able to open up my journal like this and write on it versus have it bound. So I went back and forth, and eventually I landed on the coil because I knew I wanted to be something we could flip over and use. With that being said, I don't love my handwriting, so any advantage that I have to like get better posture and position to try and help my handwriting be better, I think that has a lot to do with it. The best part about this entire guided journal is that I have worked so closely with all of the current girls, and Moms Need to Be Healthy Too. I told them my idea. They all were like, oh my goodness, absolutely yes. This would be such a beautiful resource and tool. And so I was brainstorming with them, and then I put together the prototype, and the feedback was overwhelming. Initially, I thought it was just going to essentially be like a cover and pages, essentially blank pages with our weekly journal prompts, which aren't in here. Of course, I will put this digitally on the screen as well, but we do have our weekly journal prompts in here. And so I thought it was gonna kind of just be an open journal. And then, because I am me and everything I touch and everything I do, I just have such a high standard for myself. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Sometimes it can be a bad thing, but when I'm producing something for you guys, I think it's a good thing. And I feel so unbelievably proud of this resource. So in it, there's different standard recipes that I'm always sharing with the group. Of course, the lemon ginger tonic. Then there's some beautiful areas to put in some resources of our favorite recipes, how hard they were to create, what the difficulty was in putting the recipes together. And then also I put in some of my absolute favorite things that I love to say to the girls in the group. These are like different anecdotes. I guess we could call them quotes, but I always say like, I consume food for nourishment, not as a form of punishment or reward. And I say these little sentiments to the group of girls all of the time, and they are peppered throughout this journal all over the place, just as little notes from me. Additionally, we have a monthly meal planner in here, a weekly meal planner in here. Anything that you could think of is most definitely in here. Additionally, I do have like a lot of really beautiful graphics, the ones that I love to create for Instagram. I created some specialty ones for the planner, and then there is this beautiful reference guide. And here it's all about detoxing your mind and body to establish healthy eating habits, how to actually become a mindful eater, how to eat mindfully in social settings when we are out and about. I know right now during the holiday season, that is something that we're always focused on. And then to me, what mindful eating looks like. So this is honestly kind of a pinch me moment to be holding this in its physical form. Again, this is just the prototype, it's not the finished one. The other one will be to me the day this video goes out on Cyber Monday. It is set to arrive because I did a different backing, I did a different cover, I did a different colored coil, and it is smaller. I am so excited, and I hope that you all feel those same exact sentiments. And if you wanted to join Moms Need to Be Healthy too, now would be the perfect time, because alongside the $125 savings, I am giving this out complimentary to all of the new girls who join this session. So I am thrilled and I am excited to be able to give this to each and every one of you when you join as a welcome gift. And I cannot wait to support you, whether it is in Moms Need to Be Healthy too, whether it's inside Living Well, or if it's here on YouTube or Instagram, at anywhere you are in the community. Please know how unbelievably grateful I am for you. I'm filming this right before Thanksgiving, so every time I think about you guys, every time I think about the thousands and thousands of page views that are inside the membership area, it is mind-boggling and truly a pinch me moment that I've created a resource for each of you that is honestly providing so much value that you're in there multiple times per day. And to me, that is genuinely the best compliment that I could ever get. And it's the biggest motivator to keep pouring more and more and more into that membership or into this course and coming up with new strategic ideas to help you guys on this path of wellness, because you do not have to do it alone. Whether you're on the path in my YouTube videos, my Instagram content, or whether you're on the path with us inside Living Well, or you're on the path in Moms Need to Be Healthy too, or as a one-on-one client, please know that I am here to support you every single step of the way. While I know you're seeing this content after Thanksgiving, please know that in every single cell of my body, I am beyond grateful for you. I'm beyond grateful for your support. I am beyond grateful that you would choose me as somebody who's part of your healthcare team. Like, I take that responsibility very, very seriously, and I'm honored to be on the health journey with you. And please know that wherever you are, we can do so much to help you heal and to help you feel better. And typically, most of the time, it's not as complicated as you may think. And that's what I really want to drive home. It doesn't need to be as complicated as you may think. We can make teeny tiny micro adjustments and suddenly things start changing rapidly. And as you would have seen with the testimonials I shared on the screen, things can change and progress in the right direction really, really quickly. So I am proud of you for taking any step in the right direction, whether that's taking advantage of the super savings and joining Living Well, or joining Moms Need to Be Healthy too, or simply waking up tomorrow and drinking that lemon ginger tonic. Please know how very proud I am of each and every one of you. So I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me today. And I hope that you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, you can let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. And now the subscribe button is right over here on the screen. Give that a click. That way you don't miss a single video. And I hope to see you back here on Thursday for a new video.